Hey everybody, so I was watching TV and I saw that there's been deportation, mass deportation this morning raids, and followed by mass protest of said deportation raids. When are you guys gonna stop being ridiculous? To be honest, I would rather watch the pro-Palestinian marches than this nonsense. What do you think was one of the main factors for us wanting Trump as president? What do you think one of the main factors were? The millions of illegal, undocumented aliens or residents or whatever you want to call them, illegal immigrants that are here. That's why we voted for him, because we don't want that anymore. And yet, you guys are now protesting. You know what? You stink. We don't want to hear it. Stop protesting. We don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. We don't care. We do not have any sympathy anymore at this point of time. Have you seen some of the things that these people have done? So screw that and screw anybody who thinks that they should be staying. I saw one of the people that were raided had 11 people who had been convicted of child predator crimes. So screw that, screw you, and absolutely not. You can protest all you want, but you know what? The mass deportations keep going. Because these people are coming in illegally into this country, not even waving an American flag, not even caring that this is American, stopping all over our Constitution, spitting on our laws, and doing what they want. And nobody's done anything thus far. And now that they are doing something, you want to step up and protest that? I don't think so. They need to continue. That's one person's opinion, one American citizen's opinion. Somebody who was born in this country, raised in this country, and has no problem with immigrants. But what I have a problem with is when they break the laws to get here, continue breaking our laws once they get here, especially when it comes to children. That's disgusting. And anybody who can look at a child and then think in that disgusting manner is not human and does not deserve any kind of respect. Just my opinion. Now, I don't think you guys quite grasp the fact that, do you know that, hold on one second, I'm sorry. Do you know that out of all the people that are protesting today, I did not see one American flag. Not one. I saw, I think, a Mexican flag. I saw, I think, an El Salvadorian flag. I did not see one American flag being flown. But you are protesting to stay in this country? Why? Why should we allow that? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think that. But of course, you're going to get some liberal-ass nitwit judge who's going to interfere once again. Why did we even have an election? Why? Why do we even have an election if people who voted for the way they voted for a reason, and then you guys block everything that we want? We want the mass deportation. They want to be in this country. I don't have a problem with that. Tell them to get legal. Get legal. And if they've broken the law, like committing heinous acts against children, then no, they definitely should not be allowed in this country. Anyway, that's just an opinion. But they'll keep protesting, and our government will continue to allow it instead of stomping down the foot. Because if it were me, I'd bring in the military, personally. That's what I would do. That'd stop all those protests because I guarantee the protesters wouldn't last too long against the United States military. But then everybody will go, oh, they were. That's whining, by the way. But yeah, guess what? Don't care. Because for some strange reason, people don't seem to understand that in no other country is this allowed. But you want it to be allowed here. I'll tell you what, the people that are protesting, why don't you go to that country that you're protesting in support of and go there? Because we don't want people who don't want to love America here. And when I see every flag but the United States American flag being flown, that doesn't tell me that you love our country. That tells me you love your country. Do you know what's hanging from my house right now? I'm trying to line it up. There it is. The United States flag. The stars and stripes. No other flag gets flown at this house. Ever. My husband won't even buy an American flag unless it says made in the USA. Because there were some stores selling made in China flags at one point. My husband had a kitten. He literally had a fit. He was like, why the hell would I buy an American flag made in China? I was like, I don't fucking know. I don't know. But that's just the country we live in. Let's give it all away to everybody else and screw America once again. That's what you guys want, apparently. Because we finally get a president that's willing to do what we want him to do. And you guys are worried about, you can't be mean to people, but they have feelings. It's a feeling. Get over it. And I don't have a problem. Why didn't they become legal? Oh, because of excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse. All I hear is excuses when I hear why didn't... There was one family where the family had been here for over 20 years. And they never got legal. In all of that 20 years. That's nonsense. And you're going to tell me every reason why you couldn't do it, that there was no path to say... Baloney. Because I know there have been several people who have become legal citizens during that time, 20-year period. So if there was pathway to citizenship for them, there's pathway to citizenship for you. All you have to do is take a test and take an oath. And you sure in the heck don't hold a protest where you're waving every freaking flag but the United States of American flag. Just saying. This country needs to stop allowing that, because you don't see that in any other country. You do not go to another country and wave go to Iran and wave a flag that said the American flag. Go to Gaza and wave the American flag. Go to El Salvador, wave the American flag. See how that works out. And yet it's allowed here. Why? That's all I'm saying about that. Anyway, guys, I hope everybody has a peaceful night. I'm going to go laugh at the news. It's one thing after another. Now we got nuke warnings going out. Why? Because of China and Iran, and nobody listens to President Trump. And they think they know better, and they think he's wrong, and because they have TDS, Trump Derangement Syndrome. And guess what? He's right. Iran should not have been given nuclear power or whatever. But nobody listened, and now guess what? We're on the brink of war once again. And it's apparently a nuclear threat. I don't know what it's about. I'm getting ready to watch it now, so further news is to come. Let's see what it's about.
Nuclear warnings coming out from the United States. We are hearing in the last 24 hours that Iran is preparing 800 missiles to launch. And this is coming as we have seen that things have fallen apart with the nuclear talks between them and the United States. And these 800 missiles are actually coming from China, that is helping them to prepare for war. Now this comes.
They're going to come to war for us.
Falling apart with the negotiations and Iran.
So y'all keep protesting.
The United States.
Stupid.
Do not tell us what we can do. If we can enrich uranium for nuclear weapons or not, we will do as we please. We do not.
And you'll have the whole weight of the U.S. military come down on you, Iran. And China will hold you responsible too.
Israel is saying we are on standby, ready at any moment's notice. You let us know, Donald Trump. We are ready to go to all-out war. Now, I'm going to share with you the latest headlines.
We're going to be at nuclear war soon, and you guys are worried about the stupidest stuff.
June 7th, 2025. We're going to dive into it, but let's go ahead and take a look at these headlines coming out so you can see it for yourself. It says Iran is importing missile fuel from China as the U.S. tensions rise, according to reports. We're going to dive into this, and yes, these are direct threats and warnings from Iran to the United States.
Direct
Israel.
threats to the United States.
To the United States.
We got Israel going, we're ready.
Materials from China that can make some 800 ballistic missiles, according to reports. Now,
We're going to get hit with a bomb.
Israel said
We're going to get hit by them. And you guys are worried about, stop the mass deportation. Boo hoo hoo hoo. We got feelings.
to reassure the U.S. that it won't strike Iran's nuclear facilities without first receiving the signal from Donald Trump that talks have failed. So they are on standby. Now, we have heard that those talks have.
So basically, talks are not going well. He doesn't have time to worry about you guys and your stupid little protests because he's too busy keeping us from nuclear war. And you guys keep being dumb. Keep being dumb.
Officially failed, but they still might open them back up. But Israel is saying just give.
And I'm referring to the protesters, guys, not all my subscribers and everybody else out there. Just the protesters who are acting foolish. You know who you are.
Iran's supreme leader sends nuclear warnings to the United States, issuing them directly to the U.S., saying you have no say over what we do. We will make nuclear power, nuclear weapons, if we so choose. And you have.
Do you want to know why we don't want them having that? Because they're Terrys. You know what I'm talking about.
To tell us what to do or what not to do. And take a look. Here's another one coming out. They say the United States can't do anything about this. The Supreme Leader belittles the U.S.'s nuclear proposal and attempts to come up with a nuclear deal. And that is why we are hearing that there are nuclear warnings coming out right now to the United States. And we're hearing that we are on the brink of war.
And what they don't seem to understand is that we have a weapon, apparently, according to Donald Trump and our military advisors, that we have a weapon that like, nobody's ever seen before. So, pull it out, boys.
Middle East, as these talks are falling apart. Now, we will see. Iran might come to some sort of an agreement here, but we're hearing at this very moment, coming out in the last 24 hours.
If Iran does not come to an agreement, we're going to be at war, full-blown war, according to this and all the reports. And you guys are worried about free Palestine, and you're worried about having these immigrants. Don't you think we have bigger problems than what you're worried about right now? I mean, think about that. It won't matter if they stay or go if we have nowhere to stay or go to because Iran sent 800 of those missiles over here. Because that's what they got. 800 missiles aimed right for us, according to this.
China is sending over things to prepare Iran for over 800 missiles to be launched.
China is sending Iran the stuff to have 800 missiles on the ready.
Preparing fuel, and they are still working away on enriching uranium as they so please. In fact, there are rumors coming out that Iran already has the abilities. They're just sitting, claiming that they are at the 60%, when really they are ready to go.
60%.
Do you think Iran already
60%.
has nuclear weapons?
That's Steve Ram. Shout out to Steve Ram. And he always brings out the warnings and the up-to-the-date news. If you want to know about it, check him out. He's great. Don't forget, check out my channel at Hanging with Tracy. And guys, at the end of the day, it ain't going to matter if none of us are here. And you're worried about the stupid stuff like illegal immigrants who come into this country illegally. Some of them are part of that incel. You know, there was 2 people that from China that snuck in and brought stuff to destroy our food supply. And yet you just want to keep an open border. Yeah, that seems smart, doesn't it? You want to keep these criminals here. That seems real smart. We got Iran ready to send 800 missiles our way. That sounds real smart. Let's just have an open border and say, yeah, why not? Screw it. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to stay on. I'm going to go and enjoy my evening because for some reason, people be crazy. I want to show you my egg that I finished. Isn't she pretty? It's a dragon's egg. I finished it last night. I got all sorts of stuff getting done. I gotta make some more dragons and baby dragons later, but I don't feel like doing it right now. I got more necklaces. Oh, my necklace holder came. I said I would show you guys. Look at that. That's all my gems. And each pack came with 2. Oops, I dropped a necklace off the first rung. Darn it. Each pack holds 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. And each pack comes with 2. So that's 17 times 2 is 20. 24. I don't know. I can't even think straight. I'm tired today. Anyway, point is it's 20. It's, I don't know, like, what did I say? 17 and 17. 7, 7 is 14. All right, 17. 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, 16. I don't know. Anyway, I got distracted looking at the calendar. I was looking at a date that just popped up. But anyway, guys, have a wonderful evening. And guys, knock it off about the ice nonsense. Because to be honest, we don't care. We really don't care. And if you want to protest, don't wave any other flag but the American flag. Because if you wave another flag but the American flag, you should be made to leave America. That's just the way I think it should be. Because you're supposed to have pride in your nation. And if you don't have pride in this great nation, then why are you even here to begin with? So there you be. And listen, you don't have to like it. You don't have to anything. But if you don't want to be here the legal way and wave the American flag, not every other flag, I don't care if you have pride for your home country, but you want it to be in America so badly, as I said, that you actually snuck across, broke laws to be here. And then you have so much pride for your home country that you're waving that and won't eat anything but the food that from your own country. You see what I mean? Because we had them protesting in New York City, those folks protesting in New York City that they could not get their ethnic food. Why the frick did you come to America then? Because America doesn't sell. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to be mean, but it doesn't make sense to me. It really, truly doesn't. You wanted to come here so badly that you broke the rules to do so. And then you are then waving your flag for your home country, demanding your home country's menu. I just don't get it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I just don't get it. I don't understand. And maybe I'm just old-fashioned. Maybe I'm just old. I don't know. But it doesn't make sense to me. How could you possibly be protesting to stay in a country that you obviously do not like? Because if you like the country, you'd be waving the American flag, not whatever other flag those were. And I don't mean any disrespect. I just don't know those other flags because I'm a United States citizen. And the only flag I've ever flown was either an American flag or a POW flag. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, catch you on the flip. Don't forget, like and subscribe for more. Peace.